Great greetings, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
And welcome to a review of SpongeBob Christmas Special, Christmas Who.
A episode from the second season.
An episode.
Pardon my grammar. A 22-minute episode?
Yep, featuring the very first Patchy segment.
Oh, that was the first Patchy segment?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm personally not a fan of Patchy, but in this case, it was kind of appropriate. It fit in with the episode. I didn't mind him on this episode. So this was an episode about
Christmas.
Yeah, Bikini Bottom's first Christmas.
No, I don't know if it was intentional or not. Like, I know earlier in the episode, SpongeBob says, Christmas who? Like, when Sandy tells SpongeBob about Christmas. But I also feel like that was a very subtle reference to the Grinch. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
But basically, Sandy lives in Bikini Bottom now.
Yeah.
And she's from Texas, where they celebrate Christmas. And so SpongeBob...
I mean, Sandy's always been in Bikini Bottom in the show.
Well, I guess that's true, but she's...
She didn't start out living in Texas in season 1 and then just move to Bikini Bottom in season 2.
But she is a new resident of Bikini Bottom compared to the other people.
Yeah.
She has not lived there her whole life. So this is fair to say that this is the first Christmas time while she's been in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
And so SpongeBob sees her decorating her Christmas tree, and he asks, "What's that?" She tells him the story of Christmas.
Yep, and then SpongeBob decides to tell everyone else about Christmas and Santa Claus.
Although we don't really see him doing that.
Well, actually we do. He goes to the Krusty Krab.
And he tells 3 people. So the entire town writes letters to Santa, and he puts them in a bottle and shoots them up to the surface.
SpongeBob says that he made the launcher that he uses. It probably would have been smart to say that Sandy made it and SpongeBob borrowed it or something.
Well, maybe he did make it.
Yeah, but I felt like Sandy just kind of disappears after the intro. It probably would have made more sense to at least mention her there.
But just to clarify, until this moment, they had never celebrated Christmas in Bikini Bottom
this was
before.
the very first
They had never
Christmas.
heard about it.
This is the very first Christmas.
As we go along, I do have some logical issues with this episode. Squidward kind of plays the Grinch, kind of plays the Scrooge. He doesn't believe that there is this Santa Claus person. He refuses to do a note.
He's angry about it.
So he goes to bed, and everybody else stays up all night waiting for Santa, who never comes.
Yep.
And so everybody in the morning is really mad at SpongeBob, and they leave.
Yeah.
And SpongeBob's all sad,
and Squidward starts making fun of him,
and then SpongeBob gives him a present. And like the Grinch, Squidward has a change of heart, because SpongeBob made him a handmade clarinet out of driftwood that had like a musical box in it with like musical things in it. So he puts on a Santa suit
and pretends to be Santa Claus.
Logical issue number 1. If Bikini Bottom didn't know about Christmas and they've never heard of Santa Claus before, where did the Santa suit come from? Logical issue number 2. There are Christmas lights on everybody's houses. Why do they have Christmas lights in Bikini Bottom if they've never heard of Christmas before? Just 2 logical issues I have.
I mean, they're not necessarily plot breaking or anything, but...
I think they are. Think about it. Where did the Santa suit come from? Where did the Christmas lights come from? Because they're obviously Christmas lights. That's just, a couple of logical things.
But I wouldn't say that's plot breaking. Like, that doesn't...
I say it is. But let's continue with the review. SpongeBob's wish is that the Santa Claus come to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
He doesn't ask for a present. So Squidward dresses up as Santa Claus, puts on a fake beard, and, introduces himself to SpongeBob as Santa Claus. And SpongeBob believes that he's Santa Claus, even though it's obviously Squidward with a fake beard on. And he's so happy that Santa Claus has come to Bikini Bottom.
That he gets everybody.
That his wish is granted. He goes off happy. Squidward thinks his work's done for the day. And then this little kid shows up out of nowhere and says, "Hey, where's my present?" So he goes in the house and finds her a wrench or something.
Yeah, and then everybody in Bikini Bottom wants a present. And
they all show back up again, and Squidward keeps going into his house, and he gave away every one of his possessions, his couch, his mashed potatoes, everything. Gave away everything.
Even his driftwood clarinet?
I don't think he gave that away.
His actual clarinet?
I don't think so, because he was playing at the end, wasn't he? So he gives everything away, everybody leaves happy, and then there's a note in a bottle at his front door.
Yeah.
Saying, "Thanks for all the help from Santa Claus." And then you see the real Santa, I guess underwater, in the sky with a reindeer, and he does some kind of weird dance. It's kind of goofy, actually, but...
He's laughing.
You see the weird, he laughs, and it's It's a live action actor
Yeah.
doing Santa.
Right.
The camera holds on to him. It's a little long, but
Yeah, it's like 30 to 40 seconds of Santa
of him just kind of
laughing.
laughing goofily, and it looks it gets kind of odd after a while.
Yeah, like if it was like a 10-second, it would have been funny with Squidward's reaction and stuff, but like, it goes on for like 40 seconds.
Bringing up another issue I have. There's Santa there. There's the Santa. There's Santa. Why hasn't he ever come to Bikini Bottom before? Did people get presents last Christmas? Well, apparently not, because they didn't know Christmas existed. So he just kind of appears in the episode. Now, Nat was telling me earlier that the reason that is because since Sandy was recently moved to Bikini Bottom, and since Sandy knew about Santa Claus, and she told everybody else about Santa Claus, that maybe he comes now because there are people there that know about him. Which makes logical sense if they had
Actually explained
that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a fan theory. I can buy that theory. What I can't buy is, where did the Santa Claus suit come from for Squidward? Where did all the Christmas decorations and all the Christmas lights come from? Because if they've never heard of Christmas, they've never heard of Santa Claus, where are you going to find a Santa Claus suit and Christmas lights in Bikini Bottom?
I mean, Squidward could have made the suit like the Grinch.
Could have. You don't see him doing it, though.
Yeah.
It's
like Squidward's side of the story is like a Grinch parody. That's the thing I noticed.
It is a Grinch parody, and
so maybe they did make a scene where he made a suit, but they had to cut it out for time, or the scene wasn't long enough, so they had to add patchy segments, and the patchy segments were too long, so they had to cut that.
But logical issues aside, I enjoyed the episode. Fun. I recommend everybody watch it at Christmas time. I'm going to rate the episodes using I like to use the traditional 4-star system that film critics used to use a long time ago, and that some film critics still use.
I'm going to use 5 stars so it's easier to decrypt what my rating is.
It's not easier at all.
Yeah.
But this episode, I'm giving a 3. 3 stars out of 4.
And I'm giving it, I guess, 4 out of 5 stars.
A really good episode. Fun, very appropriate for the season.
Fun musical number.
Now, apparently there is a second Christmas episode that I have never seen. This is at least the second time I've seen this one.
Though Jam doesn't really remember the first time. You probably saw it like in 2014 or 15.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, and
Not
I don't remember the I remember the patchy segments, but I don't remember the SpongeBob theme song at the beginning. But maybe I just didn't pay attention to it the first time.
Or maybe
there's a Christmas like a Christmas choir version of the SpongeBob theme song, which was very nice. So next Christmas, maybe we'll review the second Christmas episode.